Have you been gaining weight out of nowhere or breaking out around your jawline? Maybe your periods are just all over the place. If you're nodding your head right now, we need to talk. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you found this video because today we're going to be talking about something that is so common yet nobody talks about it the right way. Did you know that in some places up to 1 in every 3 women have this condition and they don't even know about it? They just think they have bad skin or a slow metabolism or the painful irregular periods are just a normal thing. But let me tell you, it is not. It can be much more complicated than that. This is gonna be my introductory video to this topic, and I'm not gonna make it complicated but keep it very simple. It's just gonna be you and me talking about the early symptoms to look for and how you can actually start managing it naturally without relying on medication. So grab some healthy snacks and let's get into it. So PCOD stands for polycystic ovarian disease and PCOS stands for polycystic ovary syndrome. While there are slight medical differences between the two, but for keeping it simple, we're going to talk about both of them under the same umbrella today. So basically, it is a condition of hormonal imbalance where your ovaries start producing slightly higher amount of male hormones, that is the androgens. Every woman has some male hormones, but with PCOS, you have a little extra. And because of this imbalance, your ovaries might struggle to release an egg every single month like they're supposed to. And instead, those unreleased eggs turn into cysts in your ovaries. That's literally it. It's just a hormonal miscommunication in your body that throws off your natural cycle off track. It affects your metabolism, your energy level, your mood, and much more. Now, because your hormones affect your whole body, these symptoms can show up in a lot of different ways. So let's talk about the early red flags that you should look out for. If you're experiencing a combination of these symptoms, your body is trying to tell you something and you should look up to it. Number one is irregular periods. If your cycle is constantly late, you're skipping months, bleeding too heavy, or sometimes barely at all, that is a major sign. Your cycle is a vital sign and it tells a lot about your health. Number two is unexplained weight gain, especially around your lower belly area. You might feel like you're barely eating, but the scale keeps going up and it feels almost impossible to lose weight. Number three is jawline acne. And I'm not talking about the random breakouts and pimple you have right before your period because that is totally normal. Number four is facial hair or extreme hair loss. Because of those extra male hormones we talked about, you might notice thick, dark hair growing around your chin, your upper lips, your chest. But ironically, you might also notice male pattern baldness or hair thinning. Number five is constant fatigue and cravings. You just feel exhausted and tired all the time and you crave carbs and sugar like crazy. Now, if you're checking in these boxes, don't panic. It's okay because you're not alone in this. Before we go any further, I want to give a very important disclaimer that I am not a doctor. I'm just a girl on the internet who is sharing her own journey and experiences. If you're listening to this and thinking, oh my god, I might have PCOS, your very first step is to consult a doctor. A gynecologist or an endocrinologist will guide you the best. Please do not self-diagnose. Go to a doctor and ask for a complete hormonal panel. So they usually do a pelvic ultrasound to look at your ovaries and they'll ask you to get some blood tests done to check your insulin levels, your testosterone levels and your thyroid. And having the actual data on what is happening inside your specific body is the best way to find out. Okay, so let's say you got the test done and now the doctor says that yes, you have PCOS. Usually, the very first thing they do is hand you a prescription full of medications and birth control pills. And look, I'm totally not against medications. Medications can be really essential for some people, and there's no shame in that. But a lot of time, pills just act like a quick fix, temporary fix, or just like a band aid. They force your body to have a fake period, but they do not fix the underlying root cause of why your hormones are all over the place. Before you quickly jump onto medications, I highly recommend you try fixing your lifestyle first because PCOS is incredibly responsive to lifestyle changes. Your body actually just wants to heal and you just have to give it the right environment, not a one pill cure. Now the question is, how do we actually manage and treat it naturally? Trust me, it's not about some crazy restrictive diets like intermittent fasting, not about some crazy cardio workouts. It's just the basics. It's all about being boring. And what I mean by being boring is being consistent with a routine. I'm going to tell you some basics that you need to focus on. And if you follow these consistently, you will definitely start seeing a change in your body. First is to fix a sleep schedule. Let me say this out loud and clear. clear, you cannot heal a hormonal imbalance on just 4 to 5 hours of sleep. Your body repairs itself at night. So try to go on bed every single night at the same time and get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep. This thing alone helps lower your stress hormone, that is your cortisol levels. Second is having a nutritious and balanced diet. Notice how I did not say starve yourself, because you do not have to starve yourself. You just have to eat the right and balanced diet. You need to have food that provides you nutrition and not that 10 minutes of momentary pleasure. Focus on high protein meals because it keeps your blood sugar stable, which is so crucial for PCOS. Add healthy fats, a lot of veggies, complex carbs, but just don't skip your meals. Third is to move your body the right way. Intense cardio and Zumba sessions can actually spike your cortisol levels and make the PCOS symptoms even worse. So instead, start strength training. Lifting weights builds muscle, and muscle eats up that extra blood sugar, which helps balance your hormones. Try to get into a gym or just buy a pair of dumbbells and work out at home. Fourth is 10k steps a day. If the gym sounds a little too intimidating to you right now, you can just walk. Walking is literally the most underrated PCOS hack in the world. You have to aim for 8 to 10k steps every single day. I know it sounds difficult, but once you get into it, trust me, it becomes so addictive. It not just lowers your stress levels but also aids your digestion, fastens your metabolism, and keeps you active without burning you out. And finally, fifth is stay consistent. Consistency will always pay you off because motivation will die. Motivation kabhi na kabhi mar jayegi, but it's the consistency and your discipline that keeps you going. And what I mean by discipline is that you have to make a promise to yourself that you will stick to these healthy habits even on days when you don't feel like it. Listen, I know you're feeling too overwhelmed right now because I know how it feels, but I wish I had someone explaining me all of these things when I started my journey. But I promise you, taking control of your lifestyle will change your life 360 degrees. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to start, because if I can do it, you can too. I'm gonna be making a lot more videos diving deeper into these topics and talk about my exact diet, my workout routine, and how do I stay disciplined. So if you're starting your journey or already on your PCOS reversal journey, please hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up so we can heal together. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.